Alright, hey guys, this is Marvel's TCG back with a new video, and with this video, we'll be talking about Gold Pride, which is a new archetype that was announced for Photon Hypernova. And let's just get started here. So here we have a level 3 Wind Warrior tuner known as Gold Pride Leon. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can special summon this card from your hand. If this card is normal or special summon, you can target one non-warrior Gold Pride monster in your grave, special summon it in defense position. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of the turn except Gold Pride monsters, and then during your opponent's main phase, it looks like you're able to synchro summon using Gold Pride monsters you control. So this is pretty interesting because this kind of follows the recipe of you just having to lower your own life points in order to actually get more effects. It looks like, I'm guessing that's what the other Gold Pride monsters are going to be working like. And yeah, if you have lower life points, you're actually able to special summon this monster from your hand, and being able to target a Gold Pride in your grave is pretty nice. It's just a free card that's special summon, and you can save your normal summon, so that's pretty cool too. And then being able to synchro summon in your opponent's turn. This creates for an interesting interaction as you're able to synchro summon. It looks like any synchro monster as long as you only use Gold Pride monsters you control. So this is actually a pretty solid card. I think that's pretty good. Here we have Gold Pride Nitro Head, which is a level 8 Pyro effect monster. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can special summon this card from your hand, so it looks like it's the same as the other one. During your opponent's standby phase, you can special summon one Nitro token, which is a level 8 attack 0, defense 0 to your opponent's field, but it cannot be used as link material. And then during your opponent's main phase, quick effect, you can target Nitro token on the field, destroy that token, also destroy all cards in the adjacent monster and spell trap zone. During your opponent's standby phase, you're going to be giving them a token that doesn't really do anything in terms of like offense or defense. And it can't be used as link material, so that's pretty cool. They're not going to be able to get rid of it pretty easily. They might be able to tribute it, but that looks like about it. I'm sure they can find other ways to use it, but looks like it's going to be a bit more difficult. And then, yeah, during your opponent's main phase to actually, destroy that card, and then destroy all adjacent cards. It's a pretty interesting card. I kind of like this card. You're just able to pop whatever is next to that card, so you have to just be careful about how you place it, but then you're actually able to get a lot out of it. Pretty cool card, honestly. I think that's a really unique card to see there. Here we have Gold Pride Captain Carry, which is a level 3 Water Fiend effect monster. If your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can special summon this card from your hand, so it looks like it's similar to all the other ones. And then if it's normal or special summon, you can add one Gold Pride Trap from your deck to your hand. So interesting that it's only searching out traps. I wonder how the traps are going to be like. But yeah, if this card is sent to the graveyard, you can target Gold Pride monsters you control that will special summon from the extra deck. Banish up to 3 Gold Pride cards from your grave, and if you do, that monster gains 500 attack for each card banished this way. So it looks like it's going to be a way of just boosting a monster. This one seems like it's weaker than the others, but it could be, depending on how good the traps are, it could be pretty solid. But yeah, looks like an okay one. And here we have a level 6 Gold Pride Star Leon. So it looks like the main way you're going to be getting this out is Captain Carry and through Leon. And this is, of course, a synchro monster. It requires one tuner and one non-tuner, so it's just a generic synchro. And then during the main phase, quick effect, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. This card gains attack equal to that target's original attack. Then if your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can destroy that monster. So honestly, that's a pretty good way to get your monster pretty beefy. That's pretty cool. You can only use the previous effect of Gold Pride Star Leon once per turn, and then once per turn during the end phase, if the previous effect is activated this turn, return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon one Gold Pride Leon from your deck or grave. So it looks like you're only going to want to be using this if you really want to attack hard for that turn. But then, once you actually return this card, it's actually pretty decent, just because Leon, when he's actually summoned, you can target a non-warrior Gold Pride monster in your grave, get it out, and then during your opponent's turn, you can synchro into another Gold Pride. So honestly, a pretty solid card. And here we have Gold Pride Nitro Blaster, which is linked to Dark Pyro Link effect. It looks like the links are in the top and the bottom. It requires 2 Gold Pride monsters with different levels, so it looks like you're not going to be able to use the Captain and then Leon. And you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. Then if your life points are lower than your opponent's, you can destroy all cards in its adjacent monster and spell trap zone. So it looks like it's similar to the Pyro guy. And then you can only use this effect to Gold Pride Nitro Blast once a turn. And then once per turn during the end phase of this effect was activated this turn, return this card to the extra deck, and if you do, special summon one Gold Pride Nitro Head from your deck or grave. So similar to the synchro monster, but you're going to be getting out this guy, which makes sense because that's the effect that he's using either way. And here we have the first spell is Gold Pride The Crowd Goes Wild, which is a normal spell card. You reveal one Gold Pride monster in your hand and then you can add one Gold Pride monster with a different name for your deck to your hand. Then you can apply the following effect. So special summon one Gold Pride monster from your hand, but lose life points equal to its original attack. So that's gonna hurt a lot, but this is actually a way for you to lower your life points. So that's like decent because it actually gives you access to a lot more. In case you go first, you need a way of lowering your own life points without actually taking an attack. So it looks like that's gonna be the main way of doing it. And then here we have Gold Pride to start your engines, which is a normal trap card. If your opponent normal or special summons a monster, target one of those monsters. Reveal 3 Gold Pride monsters from your deck. Your opponent randomly picks for you to special summon. Shuffle the rest into your deck and then destroy the targeted monster. So this kind of reminds me a bit of Cosmo. It reminds me of Cosmo. As a card similar to this where you just pick out of 3 and they have to choose one and then you get to summon that monster. I think that's how it works. But yeah, it looks like this is kind of gonna work in that same way. And then it's just a way of just destroying a monster. So this looks like a decent archetype. I mean, it doesn't seem like super powerful, but I think it has potential here. It's at least a good layout for future support. But yeah, looks like a pretty fun archetype to at least try, just because of this Link monster and Nitro head. I think are pretty unique and fun cards. But let me know what you guys think about this archetype and what you guys think about Photon Hypernova so far. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that. And I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for watching.